I'm so excited to be here today. Today is really special because we are dedicating the Alisha C. Levin Memorial Lab. So first I want to welcome our special guests from, excuse me, I'm going to refer to my notes because I don't want to forget anyone who was here. Today celebrating with us is Otis Hackney. He's the Chief Education Officer from Mayor Kinney's office. So thank you for coming, Mr. Hackney. Also joining us today, we have Senator Sabatino and Representative Boyle. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming with us today. We have representatives from the offices of Representative Cohen, Representative O'Neill, and Senator Tartaglione. Thank you for coming. And joining us from the School District of Philadelphia, we have our Neighborhood Network 8 Superintendent, Dr. Diane Betts. Dr. Betts, thank you. And some of the key folks in helping us get this lab off the ground, Thomas Schweiker, Design Architect with the School District of Philadelphia. Thank you, Tom. I have not seen her yet, but I have to mention Danielle Floyd. She's the Director of Capital Programs with the School District of Philadelphia. She was very instrumental in helping us get this collaboration started. There you are, Danielle. Alisha, I don't know if Alisha, are you here? Alisha, well, there you are. We've spent lots of time on the phone with Alisha. Alisha, she's the school facilities planner. Thank you so much for your help. Joseph Keogh, he's the project manager and the coordinator of construction. Joe, are you here? There you are, Joe. Bill Anderson, the vice president with Reed Associates. You're going to see his beautiful products when we get inside this lab today. Thank you, Bill. Pat McMahon, the building construction inspector for the School District of Philadelphia. Pat, is he here? Okay, we'll clap for him anyway. And of course, the special guests and family members of the Alisha C. Levin Foundation. So thank you so much for coming. Now this is really exciting because I'm not giving away a secret here. As you know, things have been really tough with the School District of Philadelphia for the last few years. And every year we take a look at the budget and we say, wow, what can we do for the programs for our kids? And sometimes that picture is very bleak. There's not enough money to do what we need to do. So one of the beacons of hope, one of the shining parts of our year is when Mindy and Cindy, they reach out to us and they say, what can we do for your children at Northeast High School? And we've answered them, and they've been able to fund, in addition to this beautiful lab, a computer lab, a fully staffed computer lab for our teachers to be able to come into, so that benefits all of our students in the school. They've supported our arts programs, they've supported academics, and they've supported our athletics programs. So we are really dependent on them to do a lot. And so we thank you so much for everything you've done. And one of the things that really was a big ask, we said we really would like to have a state-of-the-art science lab for our students. They said, all right, let's get going. And with that, without a blink of the eye, we said, okay, we're going to get it done. So we're here today to celebrate this, to honor Alisha, to put her name to this lab, and so that it will benefit all the students of Northeast High School. So thank you to our folks that are here from internally, our teachers and our students down there. Thank you for doing what you've done today. And as you can see, they're a big part of everything we do here at Northeast High School. So let's open the lab. Okay, thank you.
Do you want me to speak?
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
And actually, can you make sure Peter's ready? Because he's that's okay. I'm going to get really teary now because I've been running around all day trying to make sure that this event was going to go off without a hitch, and there it goes. Sharon has pretty much told the whole story and told about our appreciation for what these two have done. But just the fact that so many of you are here and you're coming from so many different places to recognize for us that this is a really big deal. I've been in education for 25 years, And one of my passions is to see that every type of student, students with every background, ability, passion, that they have the opportunity to really get a decent science education. And decent seems like a low ball mark, but once we knew that this could happen, I was so excited to make it the best that it could be. So I thank everybody who's been part of that process. And when you see it, maybe you'll tear up too. It's fantastic, and I can't wait for students to get in here. I've watched students come by. There aren't a lot of classes down here, so there aren't a lot of students that pass by, but when they have passed by and just peeked in, they are in awe. And it's the fact that in a school as old as ours, in a city that struggles as much as it does, and students who have family lives and backgrounds that, quite frankly, none of us would wish on anybody, and that we care enough about them to do this is really important to me. So thank you both. Jeez. So we're going to have, Chris Frank is going to say a couple things. We have a student that would like to speak and another teacher who would like to tell you what this means to them as well. And then we're going to let you all in and see what it looks like. So, okay?
Hi, I'm Chris Frank. I'm the director of the Magnet program here at Northeast High School. I met Mindy and Cindy about 5 years ago after the first walk run we were not a part of, but they came into the school and I met them just over 5 years ago. And it's really exciting to meet them and hear how interested and invested they were in our students and our programs here at Northeast. And so I want you to know that this is not just a once and done thing either. They have funded school speakers, the computer labs, a reading lab upstairs. They have been a part of our educational program here for over the 5 years now. And it really makes a difference in the lives of our students. It's not just the Magnet students and the Spark students, it's all the students at Northeast High School. And they're always very concerned to make sure that we meet all of the needs, and we're looking for ways that they can have an impact here for everybody. So it's been a great partnership, and our students, they know Alisha. They know what is being done in her memory, because every time that something happens or we open a new place or there's computers, her story is told. And so it's really great for our students to know that it's important to give back to the school and give back to the community. So I just like to thank them, and we're going to hear from a teacher, Ms. Parker, and from a student, Peter, as well, to hear the impact that that'll have here.
Hi, I'm Miss Parker. I've been teaching next door. I've been watching the entire process unfold. It's been very exciting to have my kids come down the hallway, and every time they walk by, ooh, what's next? They're very, very excited to get in here. I've been in the district for a while, been a lot of different places. This is the best lab that I've seen. I've come from some places that the lab equipment is dismal. So this opportunity is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. And the kids are very, very excited. I mean, they came down here yesterday and today, and they're, oh, it's so neat. I can't wait. When are we going in there? So they're very, very excited. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Peter.
Hello, everyone. So my name is Peter Cruz. I'm a senior, Northeast High School. And first of all, I want to start by saying what I expected coming into this school, because as an 8th grader, I applied to many schools, mainly for their science programs. Some besides Northeast Central, Washington Carver, and many others. But besides the Magnet program in specific of Northeast High School, I heard a lot about its excellence in science. And that's the key thing that drew me to this school. But then once I got here, of course, we had our classroom which were big enough to have labs, but I was looking forward to having a bigger lab, someplace that was more equipped than just a normal classroom. And coming back to today, to just this second right now, I can't express how excited I am for this lab. I come here every week for the Spark program, the robotics program. And given that chemistry is my passion, and I know that this room will be used for chemistry, every single time I come by, I just look at how everything is progressing. And today I'm just very excited to be here. And for the following 2 months, to be working as a lab assistant here.
Hi, I'm the Mindy of the group, the Mindy Cindy group. Thank you all for being here, I really appreciate it. As I said, my name is Mindy Gottenberg, and I'm one of the co-founders of the Alicia C. Levin Memorial Fund. The other co-founder is my cousin Cindy Leibovich. And obviously the fund is named for my sister, Alisha Levin, who was killed on 9/11 during the attacks on the World Trade Centers. Alicia's fund was established many years ago, but as Chris said, within the last 5 years, we started a 5K run and fundraiser, mainly to help raise money for Alicia's two alma maters, which are Northeast High School and Hofstra University. Many of you know about us, you know about our fund. What you may not know, which has been said time and time again, is that over the last 5 years, we've contributed over $140,000 in donations, which have been used for Northeast High School students, with many of their needs being provided for, such as the Honor Society scholarships, the creation of an IB and 9th grade reading lab, and most recently partnering with the Philadelphia School District to create the new science lab. Cindy's going to speak more along those lines, but I was here to talk about Alicia. Obviously, family and friends here grew up, knew Alicia, but to give you some insight, anyone who knew Alicia knew that her primary focus in life was her career, but just as important were friends and family. Alicia grew up in Northeast and in an area commonly known as Oxford Circle. I hate to be cliche, but we did grow up in a simpler time. Many afternoons were spent running around the row home streets, playing wiffle ball, wire ball, and capture the flag. Lunches were eaten at Lenny's Hot Dogs and Continental Pizza. Alicia started working at 15 and had various jobs, such as a ticket taker at the Benner Movie Theater and a solicitor at RSVP. She attended Northeast High School and graduated in 1986. After graduating high school, Alicia attended Hofstra University. At Hofstra, she cultivated a love of drawing and painting and was extremely involved in her sorority, Sigma Sigma Sigma. Maintaining a high GPA, Alicia graduated in 1990, moved into New York City, and began working on her master's degree at Columbia University. Graduating a year and a half later with a Master of Arts degree, she was ready to start working in New York. In Alicia's mind, there was never any question about living and working in New York. It was a given. It was a hub of activity, one where she could socialize, grab a bite to eat, and if you knew Alicia, that was very important to her, and participate in after-work activities. Alicia worked in the South Tower at Fuji Bank as a vice president of human resources. She had worked her way up to that position very quickly, and at 33 was especially young to hold such a prestigious title. Although career was very important for Alicia, her real loves were her nephews, Jake and Alex. My son Alex is here. My other son, Jake, is away at college. The bonds between Alicia and the boys were inseparable. Alicia spent as much time as she could in Philadelphia with her family. It was there that she would help out with the boys and reconnect again with family and friends. Alicia was so many things to so many people. She was an advisor, a confidant, and a trusting and caring friend. She often put others before herself, many times at the expense of her own needs and wants. Alicia is sorely missed by friends and family who all feel the tremendous impact of her loss. As we've said, to keep her memory alive, we created the Alicia C. Levin Memorial Fund, and we want this generation and future generations to never forget. Thank you.
So, again, I'm Cindy, Alicia's cousin and Mindy's cousin. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about where we came to being today. Probably overlap a little bit on Mindy and Sharon, but very heartfelt words from our family. So good afternoon. Welcome to the dedication of the Alicia C. Levin Science Lab at Northeast High School. We are so honored to be with you today as we remember Alicia and honor her memory with a space that I know she would have loved. If I can speak on behalf of my graduating class, which a few of my graduating class members are here with us today. We seem to have those many, many years ago, 30 in fact, we had similar thoughts and ideas. We shared a purpose. At Northeast High School, we were building our lives, making essential social connections, and learning both academically and emotionally how to be adults. We're going to take all of those lessons and bring them forth to our college and working years. Alisha and I loved those years at Northeast and never thought about how much we would miss it, given how excited we were for what the future might hold. When I walk through the halls of Northeast today, it brings back that happy feeling of our youth, those tight bonds of friendship. But now, instead of thinking of what to make of my future, I now want to take my time to look back and thank Northeast for those years. It helped mold us and to leave leave behind a lasting legacy. When Mindy and I started the Alishas Levin Memorial Fund 5 years ago, and with it our annual Run to Remember, our intention was to have a yearly gathering to see family and friends, both old and new, talk, reminisce, and remember Alisha. We knew we wanted to raise donations which would help Alisha's alma maters, Hofstra University and Northeast, but we didn't realize the full impact the money we helped raise could have over the years. Initially, we started out small, just as any new startup organization does, by funding scholarships for the National Honor Society students in the senior class. But as the run and the fund grew, we were able to explore bigger ideas. The possibility of creating a new science lab for all of Northeast students was discussed with our friends Chris Frank, Bonnie Taylor, and Sharon McCluskey. And the idea resonated so deeply with me and Mindy. A lab in Alisha's name. Something sustainable, a place to learn, a class to build and expand curriculum, a place where students could grow academically and emotionally, just like Alisha and I had 30 years ago. The idea was launched and projected to be a 3-year capital campaign, but last year the Philadelphia School District agreed to partner with us to complete the lab this school year. So now we open the doors today, and voila. We are grateful and humbled. We are grateful and humbled by the work here at Northeast. From the passion and commitment of the faculty and administration to the incredibly bright and motivated kids, we want to thank everyone for taking their time today to be here with us, to remember Alisha and dedicate this lab in her memory. She would be so proud of the legacy she leaves behind. Thank you.
They can cut it from here.
I do want to mention one more thing before as they set up to do the ribbon cutting here. In memory of Alisha, we are going to be placing a beautiful plaque just inside the lab, next to that door, as well as a mural that, if you're interested in what that's going to be looking like, we have a mock-up of that on the table in the corner up front there, and that's going to be placed on the wall just behind these gentlemen over here. So we're very excited about that.